Hi there, this is Math with Angela doing some histograms with you today. So our first question is data on time travelled of students to school, and it's looking at the time it took them to get there. So unlike bar charts, histograms are unequal, meaning that there are the bar itself is equal to the frequency rather than just the height as in bar charts. So an important thing to remember is that the width of the bar, which we'll call W, times the height of the bar, which is the frequency density, is equal to the overall frequency. Okay. So here, with this question here, they want us to fill in this table of frequencies using the bars. So I'm going to write it on top of the bars so you can see and you can transfer it. Okay then, so for our first one here, we know that the frequency is equal to the area of the bar. So the width of this is 5 and the height of it is 1. So that is an area of 5. So that's our first frequency. Okay. So we've got the width of this bar, which is 5, times by the frequency density, follow the scale, is 1.8. So that's an overall area, if you multiply those together, of 9, which is our following frequency. So maybe pause and have a go at doing the other 4 bars. Okay, so the answers you should have are the next bar is 10, the following bar is 15, the next one is 8 because it's 10 times 0.8, and finally 15 times 0.6 is 9. So they are your frequencies which can go in the table below. Okay then, let's look at one where you have to draw it yourself. So as I said before, you need to know the frequency density to be able to draw the height of the bar, because the frequency density is what's going up the y-axis. So they've given us a little clue here with another column to fill in with our frequency densities. Well, we know that the width times the frequency density equals our frequency. So we just need to rearrange our formula, which is width times frequency density equals the frequency, to frequency density equals frequency divided by the width. Okay, so for our first one here, we take 3 divided by our width here, which is 10. So our first one is 0.3 high, because that's the frequency density. The second one, we're doing 5 divided by 10 again, which gives us 0.5. Okay, do you want to pause and have a go at the next 4? Okay, good. So the next one would be 12 divided by 15, which gives us 0.8. And then the next one is 10 divided by 5, which is 2. Then 4 divided by 5, which is 0.8. And then 3 divided by 15, which is 0.2. Okay, so using an appropriate scale up the size on the frequency density, have a go at drawing those bars. Have a pause. Okay, good. Right, so this is what it should look like in question 3. Okay, so you've got your frequency density, however you did it up the side, and you've now got these bars looking like this. If you've got vaguely this shape, you've probably done it correctly. Now, if we go back to the question, they're asking for you to work out an estimate for the median. Okay, so the median is the middle value. So you need to know the cumulative frequency to be able to find the middle value. So the cumulative frequency is this as a running total. So 3, then 3 add 5 is 8, add 12 is 20, add 10 is 30, add 4 is 34, and add 3 is 37. So our median, which is our middle value, is found by taking the 37, adding 1 to it, and then halving it to find where it is. So that's 38 divided by 2, so it's the 19th number, okay? And we want to have an estimate of where that is. So we need to find which bar it's in. So the 19th number is not in the first bar because that's only up to the third number. It's not in the second bar because that's up to the 8th number, but it is in the third bar, which is up to the 20th number, so it's in here, okay? So we need to do a bit more breaking down of the chart itself. Okay, so we know that in the first and second bar we have 8 up to the 8th number, okay? So that means the 19th number comes in the second bar at the 11th place, yeah? So it's 11 in after the first 8, so you've got the first 8 and then 11 more. So we know that there's 12 values in here, so it's 11 twelfths of this bar, okay? All right. Now we need to know where it is as a median, as a score, so we only need 11 twelfths of the bottom of this bar, okay? So we need 11 twelfths of, now there's 15 in this bar, 15 from 6D to 75 is 15. So we need 11 twelfths of 15. So 11 divided by 12 times by 15 gives us 13.75. So where is it? Well, it's 13.75, so it's there. Okay, so to get a kind of value, you know 60 is up to here, so you're going to do 60 plus the 13.75, which gives you an estimate value of 73.75. And that's where the median is approximately is. Okay? Right, moving on to question 4. Now what's happened in question 4, I've done a little bit of a add-on here because I hadn't drawn it correctly. They've given us a table of results. There's one frequency missing, so that's telling you we've got to work that one out. We know the width of the bars, we know most of the frequencies, but some of them have been drawn on here, okay? All right, so what do? So here we have our widths, okay? So I know that from the table up here that the third bar has a frequency of 25. So we know that this bar, the area, is equal to 25. Well, we know that this is 50 across the bottom here, okay? So we know that the 25 divided by 50 gives us the frequency density, okay? So that's telling us that the frequency density, the height of this, is 25 divided by 50, which is a half, okay? So this is telling you that the height of this is 0.5, okay? Right, so that's telling you that if you see this 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, and so on, okay? So 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, and so on. So then we can work out the frequency of this bar here, which we can then put in our table. So here we know that this is 50, 100, and 150. So we know that 150 wide times by frequency density of 0.3, in other words a height of 0.3, gives us, calculator, 150 times by 0.3 gives us a frequency of 45, okay? So we can then stick that in our table here, okay? Then they're going to ask you to complete the diagram, Okay, so we need our frequency densities. So a little bit of a practice here on doing our frequency densities. So we're doing 20 divided by 100, which gives us 0.2. So that's our first height. Okay, next one is 60 divided by 100, which is 0.6. And then you can pause and have a go at the next four. So your answer should be 0.5, 0.3, 0.7 and 0.1. And then you can have a go at drawing the rest of the bars in that bar chart. Hopefully that was helpful and you can have a go at the rest of the questions. Good luck with that. Bye.